Alright, I'm just out here enjoying the nice weather with the company of some animals today. It's a beautiful day in the 70s. We've got a few critters out. We're enjoying their company. Tortoises are all out enjoying the sun. These guys are kind of in this cage just lounging. Sometimes I'll set them up on top of here, but right now they're being well behaved. They're perfectly content just kind of lounging around here, sitting in the sun. These guys aren't acting too ornery right now. They're being well behaved. Keeping an eye on them. And we got a big girl out today. It's her day to get out and explore. She's about what is it now, maybe 9-10 days post meal. Everything's nice and digested. There's a few critters still inside. As much as I'd like to bring out everybody all at once, it's not really realistic or practical. Having 3 snakes out at the same time, it's quite a handful. This girl on her own can be quite a handful at times because she's getting so big and heavy. Trying to manage 3 snakes at once would be quite the task. Also, the other 2 are in shed right now, so that kind of solves my problem for me. Wouldn't really bring them out even if I wanted to, because they don't like being disturbed when they're in shed. They're not looking to be active while they're in shed. They're just looking to hunker down and ride out the shedding process. Oh, this girl's getting so beautiful and big. I feel like I film her so much now that it's kind of, I don't know, difficult to maybe see her growth, as opposed to if I just filmed her like once every 6 months, you'd really see the difference in growth each time. But because I film her so much, I think it's a little harder to notice her growth. Maybe not. I don't know. I can definitely notice it. It's like after every meal, it seems like I can visibly see that she's gotten bigger. And she's still growing like a weed. Still relatively young. Has lots of prime years of growth ahead of her. I shouldn't say lots, but a couple prime years of growth ahead of her. Maybe 2 or 3 more years. And then realistically she'll start slowing down. She probably won't stop growing, but she won't be growing as rapidly. Oh, good. you look, bud? I hosed her down a bit before I started shooting. She's got a few water droplets on her. I'm blocking your way into the entrance here, sorry. I'm making you go off course. And as I'm watching her, I've got to also keep an eye on everybody over there. I can see the dragons are still just chilling out. Tortoises are all still corralled in their pen. As I've said in other videos, that pen isn't the most secure structure. It's just something to help keep them contained while I'm out here, so I don't have to chase them off or chase them all in different directions the whole time. If one happens to climb over or squeeze through every 10 to 15 minutes, I just go and put them back in. As I'm supervising them. It really is a lovely day out. I have to cherish these days while they're here. Hot summertime will be here before you know it. Oh, look at how pretty that shot is. With the flowers. Oh. Maybe that'll make a good thumbnail, huh? She's still carrying a little bit of weight on her back end from the meal she had. It's not quite processed all the way through, but really she is a very nice, long, slender snake. Do a size reference with my shoe here. See how long she stretches out. We've got about, I don't know, 5 or 6 more months before she turns 4 years old. We'll get some measurements, maybe some weight updates at the 4-year mark. She'll probably be even bigger then than she is now. Or not probably, she will be. She will be. So we've got that to look forward to for your birthday. Let's get back over here and make sure everybody's being behaved. How you doing, bud? You guys enjoying the sun? Oh yeah, you are. Oh yeah. What a beautiful guy. It's hard to see him through the cage, so. What about you guys? How about you stinkers, huh? You got some diggers over there. You got some people trying to get out. I'm watching you guys. Alright, let's get back over here to the one that can really the one that can really get into trouble if we're not paying attention. We have a giant python halfway up a tree. It'd be quite a task, huh? She couldn't really climb up there that fast at the rate she's moving right now. Not that she couldn't. If you've ever seen footage of these guys climbing, they can boogie pretty fast up a tree when they want to, but that's usually when they have incentive to do so. Whether they're tracking food up a tree or trying to get away from a predator. There's nothing really here in my backyard to provoke such a response out of her. She'd need quite a boost of adrenaline to start moving and climbing at that rate of speed. But one thing you gotta keep in mind when you get these snakes, they definitely have that capability. Especially if you keep them lean like this. Now, there are some retics that are kept at a bit of a morbidly obese state. Maybe some of you have seen those out there. I won't name any names, but finely tuned athletic reticulated python has quite a bit of a strike range. And when you get a fat, morbidly obese reticulated python, you can see the reduction in athleticism, and their strike range is literally cut in half or 2/3 of what its more fit athletic counterparts can do. Not that this girl's striking at me at all, but and even though this girl's kept at relatively slim size, she probably doesn't even have the athleticism of her wild counterparts. In fact, I know she doesn't. She might still be more athletic than some of the more obese animals out there, but they just don't get the workout regimen that their wild counterparts get. Even as often as you take them out, there's not the stimulus to provoke the kind of exercise they get out in the wild. It's just a different ball game, a different realm and demand of fitness that is just not really practical to duplicate in captivity. So your retic is probably never going to be the athletic specimen that its wild counterparts are. Well, that's not to say you can't still keep them in good shape and relatively good fitness, keeping them relatively active, feeding them appropriately. You can still get some pretty darn good results. Have a really good looking healthy snake. Like I said, she's not looking quite as slender as she normally does either, because she's got about, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, 10 pounds of food still being processed through her back end here. When she releases that, she'll look even slimmer than she does now. But she looks good, in my opinion, right now, as she is. Alright, but we don't need you harassing fish. No telling what she'd do in there. I don't know if she'd go after the fish and try to eat them, but we're not exactly gonna find out. Let's pull you back this way, huh? You start heading back this way? Yeah, alright, well, I think we'll close on that. Come check out these guys one more time. Say goodbye with the dragons. Call it a day of filming. Yeah, we're doing friends. Sorry, don't mean to block your son. Yep, he's enjoying it. Soaking it up. She's just kind of chilling. I had her placed up there on a rock. She might be more comfortable thermoregulating down on the slightly cooler, damp soil there. Her choice. Rock's there if she wants it. These guys looking good. Getting sun. Soaking up those UVBs. Alright. Say bye, guy. Say bye, bud. See y'all later.